For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. The man in charge for this crew, the 6'1" quarterback from the University of Houston. It's the veteran Case Keenum.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Keenum. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
The Raiders take over.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
Eddie Moore that did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game run.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Taylor Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
The pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Gallman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
To throw is Keenum. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the Raiders.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Keenum. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he hits Austin. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Raiders nothing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Raiders 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out right at the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Keenum.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Throwing again is Keenum. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Again, it's Keenum. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. From the 27, Keenum. Green's got it over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6
yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Here's Gallman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
3rd down.
This is Gallman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Keenum. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Out of the gun, Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Gallman will run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Gallman, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to pound it in with Gallman, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing right, and that's complete. That is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I don't think anyone would extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They'll try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Ravens 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew that they put together with these images and pictures. If you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
We're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional Round. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On second down, Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They run the option on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
And 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
18-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So they don't run it. You said they should be very hesitant to throw it. They completed it, but not enough to pick up the 1st.
But any space you gain there is good space for your punter. So, yes, I said they should run the football. They threw it, got a little bit of distance. Things should be a little bit better now.
Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Dancing away at the 35. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First down.
Throwing now is Keenum. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete to Wayne Gallman.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Keenum. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, Keenum. And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wayne Gallman.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage? And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 25 rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
This is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pick.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The pass.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Complete to number 7. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And sacked.
And And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Kamara. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he'll drop it underneath to Goldman.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. To throw is Keenum. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. On 4th down, Keenum. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
24-24.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble and gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On first down, Keenum. That's complete to Goldman. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Keenum. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 20.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Here's Matt Bosher now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that one.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And that will be incomplete. And I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. and the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Keenum's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First down, Keenum looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off play action, Keenum. He's able to muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
The ball carrier. Kenny.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
The fullback.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.